Hello, happy Monday, and welcome to Scaling It Up. I'm Laura, I'm your host, and if this is your first time on this channel, please do not forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and above all, share this, because here I keep it real. Sharing my personal story is not hearsay, telling you all the wins and the fails of my journey, my VSG journey. So 15 weeks ago, can you believe it? 15 weeks ago, I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. That was the decision I took against, unfortunately, again, we're keeping it real, against medical advice, AME. I went self-sponsored to Mexico in Tijuana, where I did the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So I was sleeved on July 1st, 2023, 15 weeks ago. So if you go back to this channel from the beginning, I tell you my story, and then I was giving weekly updates, and then I was quiet for a time because there was nothing to really update you about. So I'm now to tell you what's been happening since all the silence. Okay, so I have my notes here. So weight-wise, I'm going to bring topics and then talk about the weight. Remember I talked to you, I said I was keeping the scale away. So I have not looked at the scale for a while. I'm not tracking weight because where I am now, this whole journey, I should say, is also a mental one. Where I am now is about the non-scale victories. I have no doubt I'm losing weight. I can see it in the clothes and all, but I'm interested in non-scale victories. My people, your girl can breathe now. I can breathe. When I say breathe, like when I take in air and I like let out the air, so much relief. I don't strain. I'm not choking in my sleep. I'm not exhausted. I don't know. It's like a new me. I sleep and weight-wise, the best part is when I see somebody like, Laura. I cannot even tell you how many people have told me they did not recognize me when they met me, maybe doing grocery shopping on the street or at an event. Oh, I didn't recognize you. So as we're going, I'm going to insert a picture right here, because what we're going to be doing now is I'll be showing you some before and after pictures I took very recently so that you can see the change. Right here, it's the same dress. You see how I'm struggling in the first picture. Like I had a couple of corsets inside. I'm gonna be honest, I had a couple of corsets inside. In the second picture, I even gripped it in the back so that it looks fitting, but it was still big. Okay. So that was a picture. That's your girl. I will keep inserting the pictures. I'll be giving pauses and inserting pictures just so we can see the progress. It's not always about the scale, because sometimes I don't even know how to explain the science of this. But sometimes you'll be on a store, but you're shrinking. There are other non-scale victories, like I wear anklets. They're light. There's a lot more space. Was kind of a measuring of how much I'm shrinking anklets. Hey, I used to be a double XL when we started this journey. So it means on July 1st, I was a double XL. Guess what your girl is now? Size 14. In this picture on the left, I took that picture, I think, in March. And the picture on the right, I took it, I think, 2 weeks ago. I was talking to somebody, and then some other person called me, and I turned and they took the picture. So that's why I'm very serious there. This one, my blouse is like, it's like I took somebody's blouse and I wore. My clothes are baggy, so please, investments. You have to invest in your girl. You have to invest in your girl. We need to do shopping, no? We need to do clothes shopping because your girl... She's shrinking. Everything is shrinking. So non-scale victory from a 2XL, I'm a size 14 now. My shoes, who would have imagined? Shoes are getting bigger. I'm feeling bigger. Like my feet have shrunk too. That's interesting. My shoes are more comfortable, and some are like even a little wiggly in there. So that's something I didn't know about. Next thing is my skin complexion. true to God, I have not changed my moisturizer. I've not changed anything in my skin routine. When I had the surgery, something that happened was acne. Oh my goodness. My face was like, you know how when the snakes are scaling off the shedding skin, my face was rough, acne, 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 and then it has started clearing, and then my skin complexion was lightening up. I had to even change. I went to check the shade of my foundation, and I noticed that the foundation was lighter. True, when it gets colder, it's just getting colder in Texas, so I'm not gonna blame it on the weather. My skin complexion is getting lighter. And I asked that question in a support group, and some other person brought up and said, yes, she too has noticed her skin complexion is lighter. So those are some changes that you'll notice here. Okay, we've talked about bra. I know I mentioned it last time that your girl, I went to Victoria's Secrets. I'm usually a Tory girl. I went to Victoria's Secrets and the girls have been shrinking. That was not part of the plan. No, that was part of one of our strong points. Was not part of the plan. The girls are shrinking too. Okay, so exercise. So yes, this this posture may have lasted about 30 seconds, but yes, still a win for me, still a win. Okay, so exercise. You know, here we know ourselves and we're not going to change it one day because of this surgery. I was motivated doing surgery, doing exercise. So I told I was taking the kids out, walking. But again, the kids had a break, a school break. Ah, massa, what kind of thing is this? So, excuse me. I kind of slacked in walking, but it hasn't stopped. Like, I've still been shrinking. But truth be told, I've slacked in walking. Remember from the beginning I told you this is one of the reasons why I couldn't do anything, no diet, no exercise, because consistency. I wasn't consistent. But again, I'm preaching here. If you can exercise, if you can control your diet, brother, sister, please keep doing it. That's the right thing for you. This story I'm sharing is for those of us, we know ourselves. You looking at me, we know ourselves. We will just smell good food and gain weight. We will just look at good food and we'll gain weight. That's why I had to do this. So that's why I had to go through this journey, because I knew myself. I knew I couldn't be consistent. Physicians say go and exercise, you gotta lose weight. I will. I don't even want to tell how much money I've spent. Gym memberships, weight loss pills, weight loss rubs, weight loss this. No, that's why I said enough is enough. Taking it. I told you this is my 39th year and I wanted this year to be a transition. There's that saying, life begins at 40, right? So I want that in May, when I'm celebrating that big 40th, it should be a new version of me. The remix, God being my helper, you know, just taking my health into my hands and doing what I think is right. So again, I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which means 80% of my stomach was cut off. For those of you who don't know about the VSG surgery, it is a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and it is a minimally invasive procedure during which the size of your stomach is reduced to 3 or 4 ounces. 3 or 4 ounces. And this limits the amount of food you can eat to help you lose weight. So think about it again. No matter how much I want to eat, I can only have 3 or 4 ounces at a time. Okay, let's challenge ourselves. Look at your scale. Or even Google what 3 or 4 ounces of food looks like. I eat like a rat, and then I'm hungry in about 2 hours. I want you to think about it. 80% of my stomach, which means it doesn't change the habits, but it helps you. It is a tool, because as much as I want to eat that whole gallon of ice cream, I can't. Like, I literally can't eat the whole gallon of ice cream because I have a limited capacity. So I have a limited capacity. There's just so much my stomach can contain. Some people have shared experiences of throwing up, of getting like really getting this dumping syndrome. I'm not talking about dumping syndrome. I'm acknowledging it exists, but I'm not talking about it because I haven't really experienced it. And this channel is about my experiences. I think it's kind of good, bad that I haven't experienced dumping syndrome. Dumping syndrome, please do your research. I don't want to give you false information. Okay, so we talked about exercise. But now what I do that I recommend, because again, not everybody can do the surgery. So I always give you little things I'm learning from here. One of the main things I've got is moderation. That word never meant as much as it does to me now. Because at 15 weeks, I can eat anything, drink anything I want. Any texture, there's no restriction. I can have anything except for the fact that, again, capacity. When I say no restriction, remember if you look at the first videos, there was a time when I went through clear liquids, there was a time when I went to full liquids, and then mechanical soft, but now I can eat anything. But I just cannot eat as much. So what do? Think about everything I put in my mouth because I have limited capacity. First goes to proteins. What proteins are there on the plate? Now, in your mind, I'll give you I'll pause for a while and then you tell me what proteins you know, what proteins you like. Okay. I'm not going to say that was right or wrong, but I'll just give you an assignment to go check out if those are actually proteins, because continuous learning. So I take my proteins first, and then veggies, and then carbs. So that's how I do. Very often by the time I don't even get through the veggies, and I've just come to acceptance. If we're going out, I just eat off my husband's plate because it's not worth it. My mind still thinks, even when I go and take food in the plate and I think that it's small, my mind still thinks it's small, but my stomach cannot contain, my belly cannot contain. I will just end up leaving plates down. And I'm African and I'm raised to appreciate people's efforts. So culturally, it is wrong for somebody to give you food, to offer you food, and then you don't eat it. It's like you don't appreciate the effort the person put into the food. So instead of sending that wrong message, I just eat off my husband's plate because trust me, 5 bites down, I'll be full. Say your girls are just in clothes. I've said we have to do investment. Okay, so the picture with the gray shirt was taken in February, and the one with the orange shirt was taken beginning of October. So still me. And interestingly, I thought I was healthy when I was taking that gray picture. So that just tells you that you may have the wrong perception of things. Just make that little change we're talking about. Just do it. One extra step, one extra glass of water a day. Yeah. We have to set up contribution, support. We need to do wardrobe, refurbish of the wardrobe. Okay, jokes aside. So, moderation. What changes can you take? Please, if you can park your vehicle the last slot, the last parking spot on the lot before going grocery shopping, yes. Keeping it, I'm keeping it real. I'm not being fake. I don't recommend major changes. No. Let's start with something as simple as, how about we stop eating by 7 p.m.? Little changes, nothing else. Do everything. Eat your bowl of ice cream. Because if I say don't eat ice cream now, you will say, Laura is now acting high and mighty. Eat whatever you're doing. Stop at 8, at 7. Let's do that for a month and see what happens. Or start drinking a glass of water a day. I know. So when you say a glass of water, how can you say only a glass of water? You're supposed to drink more than. So drink 8 glasses of water. I'm talking to people who are like me. Some of us, I told you, there were months when I did not drink a glass of water. I'm not proud of it. And it is wrong. It's wrong. But again, we are going to start bit by bit. Because even now, I struggle with hydration. Crystal Lights have been my savior. I've been flavoring my water, going to coconut water, flavoring my water, because trust me, if it is just plain water, If you see me telling me I'm drinking plain water, I'm faking it. So I know there are people like me who exist. Get your water flavors. If you cannot afford or you cannot get to the flavored water or a flavoring for water, lemon, lime, squeeze into your water. Some of us just need that extra taste. Lemon or lime, squeeze into your water and drink. No, we start with a glass of. I don't even want to drink 2 glasses. Start with a glass of water. Let's do that for a month. So we've had 2 suggestions. We're gonna pack far. We're gonna start drinking a glass of water. And then how about we do what other easy things there? Just put down suggestions, simple things. I've not said do 2, choose 1. What is the main thing we're doing? Lifestyle changes. We're starting from somewhere. We're starting with reachable goals and goals we can evaluate. Like smart objectives. That's what we're looking for. Smart. We're being specific. What is that thing? Write it down. I'm drinking a glass of water. Put a reminder on your phone. Put a reminder. Put a timer. I'm supposed to drink the glass. Even if it takes you 10 hours to drink a glass of water, let it be done in 24 hours. And let our goals we're setting are going to be achievable. Yes, yeah, yeah, you can. If I can drink more, but just drink a glass of water. Just walk extra. Just park extra further down in the parking lot. We're setting real goal. Whatever goal you want to set, just put down here and be accountable to yourself. Because you and I know we are stubborn. If we say someone has to track us, then we'll start saying, hey, I'm an adult. It's about accepting it. This whole journey is also a mental one. It is a good, because think of this surgery is good, but have you heard there are people who actually do revision, not for medical reasons, just because they decide to punish themselves. Some people decide to eat and eat. You're in pain. Why are you doing that to yourself? Because you've not accepted in your mind. You've not accepted in your mind. And that's not what we want to do. So we're going to choose our goals. We're going to set the goals and go with them. Because this thing is about winning as a group. I'm not winning alone. Until we win together, Laura has won. Please share this to somebody you think needs to hear this. Just share this message. So drinking water, eating good, start. You know how we're raised. You've got to finish your food before you touch the meat or the fish. Please stop doing that to your kids. Let them start with the fish, the meat, the chicken, whatever protein, the beans, anything. Start with the protein, go to veggies. Let's teach good eating habits to ourselves and our kids. That's what we'll encourage. Even when you're serving food, don't put a big bowl of gari and fufu or rice, plantains, and small vegetable, and then fish, meat, chicken, only for daddy, or, you know. There are parts of the world, I know I have watchers all over. What I'm stating is reality. We have to change the way we eat. We have to change this thing, the way we eat. That was another picture. I said I'll be inserting the pictures from time to time. That's another picture of the change. Your girl is actually exercising, you know. Okay, my mood, I'm not as worked up, I'm not as tense as I used to be. Just being now, I'm more relaxed, like unnecessary stress, just taking a day at a time. Not it takes a lot now to work me up. It takes a lot to work me up. I just kind of see everything and say, okay, it's okay. Whatever. Not it takes a lot to work me up. Whereas at first I'll just be unnecessary stress, just hyper. I think my temperament has changed. In fact, yeah, gave me as a neck now. Moderation, eating moderation. I will not tell you that Laura has stopped eating ice cream now. I'm still eating my ice cream. At night, I'll even slide down because now my husband, he has taken up for himself. Brother, I can eat anything. In fact, now I can even drink alcohol if I want to. I just don't want to because what I've read is the rate of intoxication is going to be higher. So sometimes it's not really worth it. Like, do I even have the space at this moment? Do I want to be eating my protein or I want to be going for alcohol and then it's just not worth it. So if you want to go enjoy yourself, designated driver, I got you. Labs. So I have to book that appointment. Remember the last time I told you I went for an appointment, my physician, but I couldn't get my labs done. Like after bariatric surgery, there are labs that are highly recommended you do. So you check your levels 3 months post surgery. So I will be booking an appointment today. Next time I do a video, I will update you on how those labs went. I can't give you any updates on weight or my inches because I've not been tracking those. I've been tracking more my health, my temperament, and lots of other changes which we've mentioned here. So staying motivated. We have said, we've made a promise to each other. I've told you my story, and I hope you're making that promise to me and to yourself that you're going to make better choices. You're going to change one thing. My first recommendation is exercise, and I know we don't like exercising. So we've talked about possibly parking your vehicles a little bit further than where you would do regularly, and walking extra, just walking around the neighborhood. We've talked about water, hydration, drink at least a glass of water. So what I'm saying is make a little change. A little change goes far. You are saving all that money in the bank. You are making all these investments. Are you investing in yourself to make sure that you will live a worthy and healthy life to as much as you can control? I know there's just so much we can control, but are you making sure you're going to be there to enjoy it? Are you thinking of those things? Those are some questions we need to ask ourselves. You're saving all those millions in your bank account, but you're there. You think it's about how much alcohol you take that shows that you are living well or you're rich? You think it's about how big your belly is that shows that you're rich? Look at that house you've paid so much money to buy or to build, depending on where you are. Think of that vehicle, the car note you're paying, that comfort you have. Think of your children. Think of the future that you are dreaming of achieving. Why are you doing all of that when you are actively ensuring that you are not there, or you're actively making sure that you live a miserable life, spending all that money, all that investment in the hospital? Okay, another thing that I learned from talking to other people and support groups is those of us who were pre-diabetic and those of you who are already diabetic, weight loss will help you. Weight loss will help you. A lot of people have talked about coming off their diabetes and hypertension medication after weight loss. So think. Again, everything in moderation. Again, we're making SMART goals. They are specific, they'll be measurable, achievable, real, and then we'll time them. We'll say, okay, like now we'll give it a time box, we'll give it an area. We'll say, okay, in a day we'll drink 24. We'll drink 8 ounces, an 8-ounce glass. We'll drink a glass, we'll drink a cup of water. We're gonna walk extra. To January, we'll set New Year's goals that we always drop by February. Okay, so here's your girl 3 months later, and I'm still here kicking, and I'm healthier than I've ever been recently. So made that change 15 weeks post VSG surgery. So drop any questions if you have, and please like and share. Sometimes it's hard to bring up these conversations with our loved ones, but just sharing this channel, when they hear it from somebody who's in the same situation or who was in the same situation they are, it is very often easier for them to empathize. So I'll just attach some more pictures to keep us going. Thank you, and talk to you later.